Twitter is no longer optional. It's a fundamental part of every contemporary public relations program. But with just 140 characters to work with, every tweet has to be strategically crafted with specific goals in mind. So let's walk through one example of how to create a goal-oriented tweet. This example comes from a Rainier client called Profitect, a profit optimization technology company targeting big retail businesses. Our source material is triggered by news occurring around the retail market. In this case, a Wall Street Journal story about how the recent price volatility of cotton is affecting the retail clothing value chain. The basic goals for every tweet are the same. Say something provocative or stimulating to make your Twitter feed worth following by other people. Show that you have something relevant to say about your customer's market space. Participate in their conversation. Don't just talk at them. Use the tweet to make a connection with the editor responsible for the original article you're tweeting about. Give them credit for their work. They will receive a mention notification from Twitter which gets you on their radar. And remember that Twitter is a key search engine driver today, so be mindful that the words you use can make your tweet show up in search results. For goal number 1, think about how headlines always grab our attention by using dramatic statements. And it's been empirically proven that using numbers in headlines increases click-throughs. So if you've got numbers, use them. Here we see that cotton prices have dropped 53%, roiling mill owners and apparel makers. Now, roiling isn't such a common word, so let's change that to worry and start collecting the thoughts we'll use to create our tweet up here on the left. Let's make a connection between the article content and the market we're targeting. It's an easy leap from apparel makers to retail, so we'll add that to our thought collection. Now we'll make the connection with the editor by finding her Twitter name. A quick search reveals that Carolyn Chu doesn't seem to be on Twitter, but Elizabeth Holmes is. And when we perform a Twitter search on Elizabeth Holmes, we not only find her Twitter name, but we find that her description is pure gold from a PR perspective. Wall Street Journal retail reporter. Bingo! Someone we definitely want to engage with for Profitect. And we add her Twitter name to our thought list. Now the article has everything we need to drive search around retail, but we can squeeze more out of it by finding some content with a potentially larger search impact. In this case, VF Corporation, a publicly traded company described here as the world's largest apparel company. A quick search turns up their ticker symbol, which could conceivably lead a VF Corporation investor or a stockbroker to read our tweet and become aware of Profitect for the first time. So let's add that in. And of course, we'll add in VF Corporation's Twitter name, not just for search, but who knows, this tweet could be their first exposure to Profitect, and they could become a customer. Now let's put together all the goal-driven ideas we've extracted from this article. We can further dramatize the 53% price drop by calling it a plunge. We'll include in all the other points we discussed, and we'll link to the article through bit.ly, a shortened version of the link which allows us to track the number of times someone clicks through to the article from our tweet. So here's our tweet. 53% plunge in cotton prices worries apparel makers, says E. Holmes WSJ. Comments from CEO at VF Corporation, New York Stock Exchange symbol VFC, and then the link to the article. Finally, let's be sure to capitalize on our new relationship with the editor by following her on Twitter. The process of creating a goal-oriented tweet is fairly straightforward once you get the hang of it. It just takes a little bit of creativity, very efficient writing, and a recognition of what you're trying to accomplish